So the 4 in the tens is in the tenths place. So it'd be, in expanded form, it would be 0.4. Also, in the 8 would be in the hundredths place, so it'd be 0.08 is its value. Also, 0.06 would be for the thousandth place here because you could replace the 4 and the 8 as 2 zeros. Also, you could just write the number name right here. It's just 468 thousandths. It's not the and because there's no whole number. Now for this one, there's a whole number, so you're going to write 5 and the and's going to represent the decimal, and then you write 74 thousandths. Now the 5 is going to be 5.0, and then the hundredths place would be 0.07 because the tenths place is 0, so you do not have to add it with anything. In the thousandths place, there's the 4, so you would add 0.04, and then you would get 5.074. Now for the next one, it's in the tens place, so the 7 is in the tens place, so you do 7 times 10. The 5 is in the ones place, so you do 5 times 1. And the 2, and then you would represent the decimal as the and. 2 would be in the tenths place, so you do 0.1. 0 you would not have to multiply because it's just a 0, and 6 you would do times the thousands.
Number 10, you have to round 47 and 8,631 to the nearest whole number. First, you have to look at the 8, and then if it's 5 or more, raise the score, so 8 is higher than 5, so you have to round 7 to 8 to get 48 as the nearest whole number. To round to the nearest tenth, you have to look at the 6. If it's higher than 5, you have to round it up to 9. Then it becomes 47 and 9/10. For rounding it to hundredths, you have to look at the 3. Since it's smaller than 4, you have to keep the 6 the same. So then it becomes 47 and 86 hundredths. To round it to the nearest thousandths, you have to look at the 1. Since it's smaller than 4, then you have to keep the 3 the same. So it becomes 47 and 863 thousandths.
Question 11. Write the value of the 4 in each of the following numbers. For example, take A. So, do you see the bolded 4? Everything to the left of it, just ignore. So, everything to the right of the bolded 4, you just put it as a 0, and then it becomes 40,000. Another example is B. So, look at the bolded 4, and everything to the left of it becomes a 0. And everything to the right of it also becomes a 0. But in this case, since the 4 is behind the decimal point, you need to put a 0 in the ones place. So the answer would be 4/10. Problem C. So, once again, look at the bolded 4. Everything to the left becomes a 0. And once again, everything to the right becomes a 0. So your answer would be 4,000. Finally, example D. So first, you look at the bolded 4, and everything to the left of it becomes a 0, except for the tenths place, because it already is a 0. So everything to the right of the decimal becomes a 0 too, except for the bolded 4. So you would get an answer of 4 hundredths.